Welcome to Moonstone Update. I'm Mark Beshard, the Managing Editor of Moonstone Publications. This is an overview of some of the stories we've covered over the past week, but first please hit the subscribe button and share this video with your friends and colleagues. The two-part retirement system will improve outcomes for younger fund members who invest most of their contributions under the new system. But it will not help members who are closer to retirement and who have been cashing out their savings regularly. Indeed, for them, the system could result in even worse outcomes. This is according to modelling by Sanlam. Moonstone Compliance has launched a do-it-yourself toolkit that will enable accountable institutions to comply with the Financial Intelligence Centre Act. The FICA toolkit is specifically aimed at accountable institutions that have recently initiated their FICA compliance programs or have relatively simple products and distribution channels. If you need help with implementing the toolkit in your business, you have the option of also purchasing Moonstone's FICA Toolkit Implementation Service. Are you looking for a qualification that will give you an edge in the financial planning industry? Moonstone Business School of Excellence's Advanced Certificate in Financial Planning will take your financial planning skills to the next level. This NQF6 qualification gives you the confidence to provide a holistic financial planning service and lays the foundation for further specialist studies in this field. Since April last year, the rand has fallen by more than 20% against the euro and the dollar, and there have been massive outflows from South Africa's bond and stock markets due to South Africa's self-inflicted wounds. Investment analyst Ryk de Klerk believes most of the bad news seems to be reflected in current market prices, and he has turned positive on the rand and domestic assets. The risk of running out of money during retirement and facing significant financial expenses without sufficient savings as a safety net are South Africans' biggest concerns, according to Sanlam's latest annual benchmark survey. The report paints a bleak picture of the state of retirement savings and medical scheme membership in South Africa. Sanlam also flagged the reduction in the number of employers that make participation in a medical scheme a condition of employment. The residual effect of the pandemic is evident in the increase in claims for severe illness, capital disability and income protection last year, says Discovery Life. The insurer's latest claims data show that COVID is demonstrating significantly lower mortality risk, but the longer-term impact of the illness and the pandemic are expected to persist. Discovery also highlighted the increase in mental health-related claims, particularly the rise in suicide claims among younger age groups. The Constitutional Court has confirmed that sections of the Promotion of Access to Information Act and the Tax Administration Act that ensured the absolute confidentiality of taxpayer records are unconstitutional. The judgment opens the door for the public to request access to the tax records of other taxpayers in the public interest. However, there is still a higher threshold to meet before access to an individual's tax records will be granted. The Independent Regulatory Board for Auditors says it will continue to support the principle that companies should rotate their auditing firms regularly to ensure that audits are independent. This follows the Supreme Court of Appeal's setting aside of IRBA's mandatory audit firm rotation rule, which compelled public interest entities to appoint a new audit firm every 10 years. IRBA said the setting aside of the rule poses minimal risks to investors in the short term because most listed and public interest entities have already rotated audit firms. That's all we have for this week. You can read these stories and many more on our website, moonstone.co.za. Until next time, here's wishing you all the best from the team at Moonstone Information Refinery.